you are struggling with caving planes, this is what I mean by caving planes. I'll show you from the side view. I'm good here. I bring this back behind, but it does this instead of this, right? So your planes are looking like this, which, you know, from a front view, this is a caved plane. That's not that much different than this, but as an artist, I know. If you're struggling with what I'll call caving planes, here's a drill that might help you. Starting from your overhand butterfly, if you bring both poi behind and practice holding it here, not with a caved plane, but with a flat plane. And again, this is one of those ones that you could do up against a wall, if you could have an empty wall somewhere where you can back up, back up, back up. I don't even have a big enough wall here, but you can use that to measure your flatness and ensure that you're not actually curving the plane. And then what you can do is, in addition to holding it here, you can inch your way down, keep it flat, inch your way up, inch your way up, inch your way up. And make sure it's not, and I notice, for me, in the top, in addition to it curving this way, it also curves this way. So you get just all kinds of curvature there. So it's a lot more effort to keep it up and vertical and not curving, I think, than here. But this is a great drill. And then, you know, if you want to drill it one-handed to help keep it flat, what you can do is, normally I tell you not to look behind you, but now I'm going to tell you to look to the other side while you're doing the drill, because that's going to make you want to lean this way, right? It's going to make you want to curve. But what you want to do is fight the instinct to curve and keep it flat behind you, and then hold your other hand here just to manage yourself, and then switch, do it on the other side so that you can practice getting it flat. This would be even easier to do up against a wall to check your work. You're looking to the side, you're looking to the side, you're making sure that you're flat. In my experience, a lot of people have tight middle backs. So going from here to here and opening that up, but keeping their core engaged without like doing some sort of this is tough for people. What you can do is, instead of tightening in like this, let your elbows come out more, because really this is the position that you have. This is like when you're coming down in the anti-spin, that's where your arms are. So you really want it out and flat there. And if you can keep it flat there, that'll really help. And then for extra credit, you can try it in split time as a preparation for when you turn the move into a split time cap. But I think that this is a very common thing. I think people are tight back there. This is almost the exact opposite of the Pilates, where we're trying to use our core to do this. You're pretty stationary when you're doing this. There's not, you need to have enough back flexibility to get it back there and hold it there without needing to twist or use momentum to get it behind you. It could be a matter of this as well. So for some people I've worked with, they can do this where they're like, this is behind you, this is relatively flat, but this is much further behind you. So it's a matter of practicing being able to go from here to back here, and not just with one hand, but with both. One thing that can help is some stretching. Oh my goodness. If you don't do these, I would recommend them. I don't have a wall, so imagine a wall here. And what you do is you put your leg and arm, the same leg and arm, against it, and you rotate against that. So you push to your left if it's your right arm, or you push to your right if it's your left arm. And you want to do that same stretch with, so you want to do it active release style. If we imagine this is the wall, you want to be up against the wall like this, not this way against the wall. You're against it like that. And you want to do it this way, where your elbow is above your shoulder And then you also want to do it long arm like this. It's the same stretch, but you want to hold 2, 3, then release 2, 3. If I used my imaginary wall and did it with you, feel free to actually go up against a wall and do it. Okay, so you want your elbow above your shoulder. You want your left foot and left arm up together, and then you're gonna rotate 1, 2, 3, and then release. And then rotate 1, 2, 3, and then release. And then rotate 1, 2, 3, and release. And now let's switch to the other arm. So your right foot is forward, your right arm is up, your right elbow is at or above your right shoulder, and you're gonna rotate left, 1, 2, 3, and release. And 1, 2, 3, and release. And 1, 2, 3, and release. And then the other version, switching back to the other hand, left foot forward, left hand out. So now you're further from the wall because your arm is out the full distance, and you're gonna rotate to the right, and 1, 2, 3, and come back to neutral, and rotate 2, 3, and come back to neutral, and then rotate 2, 3, come back to neutral. We're gonna switch arms, and then it'll be your right arm fully extended, and your right foot forward, and then you're gonna rotate left, 1, 2, 3, and release, and rotate 1, 2, 3, and release, and then rotate 1, 2, 3, and release.